संग तुझको वहाँ जन्नत से मुलाकात हो पूरी हो तेरी हर दुआ आशाएं खिले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी आशाएं खिले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी आशाएं खिले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी कुछ पाने की हो आस आस, कोई अरमान हो जो खास खास आशाएं, हर कोशिश में हो बार बार, करे दरियाओं को आर पार आशाएं, तूफानों को चीर के मंजिलों को छीन ले, आशाएं हिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की, अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी, नहीं कुछ भी, आशाएं हिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की, अब मुश्किल।
Rukari sir, can we proceed? Because it's 3:27.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Good afternoon for this day 4 second session. On behalf of Yeshwantrao Bhosle College of Pharmacy and Academic Cell, Accuracy Cell, I, Mrs. Gayatri Atlikar, along with Tushar Rukari sir and Namita Narvekar madam, I welcome you all for this session. This session will be conducted by Dr. C. Botiraja, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, Goa College of Pharmacy, Goa. Heartiest welcome you, sir. I further request Ms. Namita Narvekar, madam, to introduce sir's biodata in brief to all the participants.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ms. Namita Narvekar, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Yashwantrao Bhosle College of Pharmacy. Feel privileged to welcome you all for 1 week FDP, Day 4, Session 2 on topic Research Journey Selection of Drug to Develop Formulation Research. Research is a cornerstone of academic excellence, innovation, and professional growth. Understanding the research journey is essential for faculty members to enhance their contributions to their field and guide future scholars. Today we have the honor of learning from distinguished expert who has made remarkable contributions to the world of research. It's my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. C. Bothiraja sir, who is currently working as an associate professor, Department of Pharmaceutics at Goa College of Pharmacy, Goa University, Goa. He has 22 years of teaching experience. Dr. Bothiraja sir has made significant contribution through research as he actively involved in the research area of formulation, targeted anti-cancer drug delivery systems, bioavailability and pharmacokinetic study, also nanoparticulate drug delivery system. Sir pursued his PhD in pharmaceutics from Bharati Vidyapeeth University, Pune, and holds a postgraduate degree in biopharmaceutics from Government College of Pharmacy, Karad, and graduate from MGR University, Chennai. Adding to his academic excellence, he has successfully qualified GATE exam 5 times, which is conducted by various IITs. Sir has filed 1 patent and authored 76 research papers in international journals with a cumulative impact factor of 270 and H index 27. Sir has delivered 52 invited lectures as a resource person at various institutes, contributing to national and international seminars and conferences. Sir has also secured significant research and consultancy grants having a huge amount of 2 crore 93 lakhs. Sir has received research grants from esteemed organizations including DST SERC, DST FAST, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, Government State Research Foundation Goa. Additionally, Sir has provided consultancy services to leading industries such as Abbott India Limited Mumbai, Tata Chemicals Limited Innovation Center Pune, Romson Scientific and Surgical Private Limited Agra, Sahyadri Hospital Limited, also Vamsi Lab Hyderabad. Beyond his academic and research excellence, Sir has also been recognized with several awards. As a mentor, he led his team to victory in Smart India Hackathon 2020 for developing a cost-effective mechanism to treat wastewater in small villages, which is conducted by IIC Cell MHRD New Delhi. Sir received Best Researcher Award from Bharati Vidyapeeth University, Pune in 2015-16 and the Best Research Paper Award oral at the 4th Convention Society of Ethnopharmacology held at Jadavpur University, Kolkata 2017. Sir has played important role in shaping the next generation of researchers. He has successfully guided 45 PG students and 1 PhD research scholar. Additionally, he serves as a PhD reviewer for various universities across India, which further contributing to the advancement of research and higher education. Today, We are honored to have him with us to guide on topic research journey, selection of drug to develop formulation research. So without wasting much time, I would like to request Dr. Sipothiraja sir to please start the session. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all of you.
Yes.
Thank
Good
you for such a
afternoon,
nice
sir.
introduction about me. Just I will share the screen and I will talk. Is it okay, sir? Tushar, sir?
Sir, it's not visible yet.
Now it's
Sir,
okay.
please share entire screen.
And this screen only is. Okay.
Not yet, sir.
Last time again I can rejoin.
Yes,
again, then
sir.
only
For
it will-
couple of
last time also
no, sir. Couple of minutes ago, just
after
click
what
on the
happened?
share button.
No, I did actually. I will rejoin, then it will be faster.
Okay, sir. No issue. Gerald, please hold a couple of minutes, please.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The presentation mode.
Yeah, that's right. Because now once a longer time we kept it open, then it is happening like that.
Okay, sir. Yes, now perfect. Yes.
So good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank to principal of this particular college, Savantwadi, and coordinator of this FDP 5 days program, inviting me to deliver one of my small topic, how to select the drug for formulation research. And also, Tushar sir requested, if possible time me permit, little bit I will talk about how to write the research paper. I cannot cover that. Will be the separate lecture for how to write the research paper. And another one is how to write the research proposal. That will be the separate lecture. But even the last 15-20 minutes, I will try to cover about how to write the research paper and how to write the research proposal. Only I can give the outline. I cannot give the detail, but I can give the detail about this selection of drug to develop the formulation research. So this part will be covering three parts. One is a high throughput screening, nothing but lead molecule, selection of drug molecule for the formulation research, and some of the exercise. Why I selected this particular topic? Because whenever I go to the some M.Pharm Viva or PhD Viva, sometimes drug selection might be wrong. Maybe formulation will be correct, but the drug is not suitable for any formulation research, even though students are selecting such a particular drug and developing the some dosage form and submitting the thesis in the PG student. So one day I went for a M.Pharm Viva, this incident was happened. Then I decided, so there is a lot of students also doing mistake, including faculty. Myself also doing a lot of mistakes. Then I came to know, can we prepare one topic? So selection of drug is very important for any formulation development. Then only that dosage form will be successful. Then I started to prepare this particular lecture. So this lecture will cover three parts. One is the high throughput screening, nothing but pre-formulation. That is considered, we will get the lead molecule. From the lead molecule, then we will be selecting the drug molecule for formulation research. And some of the exercises, I will put some of the drug property on the screen. Audience should be suggested. You people should suggest what are the possibility of drug delivery system, that particular drug molecule you have to tell. High throughput screening, nothing but lead molecule. Whenever any new molecule coming to the market, it comes from the medicinal chemistry department, because medicinal chemistry people used to synthesize the molecule. They will finalize the structure by IR, NMR, MOS, and they will tell according to the basic nucleus, they will suggest that this molecule have certain efficacy. They may tell you anti-cancer property, analgesic activity, anti-inflammatory activity, like this, they will suggest the efficacy. So chemistry people will synthesize the molecule and they will tell this molecule is suitable for such activity. That molecule will comes to the pharmacology department. Pharmacology department will analyze the efficacy of the molecule as well as toxicity of the molecule. If molecule having less efficacy, more toxicity, again that molecule will come back to the medicinal chemistry department. Why? Because modify the structure to increase the efficacy, decrease the toxicity. So again, medicinal chemistry will modify the structure. Again, it will conformed by IR, NMR, MOS. Again, it goes to the pharmacology department to as well as the toxicity. If something cool, then that molecule will goes to the Sutix department. They will do the pre-formulation study followed by formulation study. So whenever any molecule structure is modified to increase the efficacy, decrease the toxicity, there is a possibility to increase the lipophilicity of the molecule. If anything you done changes in the molecule, there is a possibility to increase the lipophilicity of the molecule. If drug is lipophilic nature, there is a problem in the solubility. Okay, so again, if solubility problem then leads to the bioavailability problem. Again, if you modify the structure by substituting some amino group, carboxyl group, anything you are substituting, there is a possibility to increase the molecular weight. If molecular weight is increasing, again problem of the solubility. Again, there is a problem of the absorption, permeability. As we studied in the biopharmaceutics, any molecule have 100 to 400 Dalton molecule will go for the passive absorption, or less than 100 Dalton molecule will go for the something active or passive transport mechanism will take to. So if any molecule having more than 400 Dalton molecule, again there is a problem in the permeability or you can say absorption. So finally, if you modify the structure, there is a possibility to increase the lipophilicity as well as the molecular weight, leads to the low aqueous solubility and low permeability, leads to the low bioavailability. Now we'll talk about permeability. Later we'll come to the solubility. If any molecule shows the less permeable or less absorption, it means it is a high molecular weight compound, more than 400 Dalton molecule. You can see the steroids, all steroids molecule. You see everything is a very larger molecule, 800 or 900. So if it is not available in the oral formulation, mostly it is injectable formulation. And again, sometimes hydrogen bond count. Sometimes what will happen? After modifying the structure, there is a possibility drug may become hydrophilic nature also, because it will be converted into water soluble compound also. If it is a water soluble compound, solubility is solved. What about permeability? Again, problem in the permeability. So permeability issues because of the high molecular weight and higher compound become high hydrophilic nature. Okay, if any permeability you want to check it, any new molecule, we are following KECA2 cell system. This is in vitro cell line study. We can check the what is the absorption mechanism of permeability mechanism of given compound. So KECA2 cell system will mimic the passive transport as like a human passive transport absorption, not paracellular or carrier mediated transport. As we classified the BCS classification, biopharmaceutical classification system 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you see BCS class 3 and 4 are the low permeable compound. It may be the possibility of high molecular weight or maybe the hydrophilic nature. So the two compounds coming under the less permeable compound. If any new molecule is coming to you, if you want to check the permeability, always you have to check the permeability will be compared with the metoprolol, because this is approved by FDA. So the permeability will be compared with the metoprolol. Then we are saying that relative permeability of the molecule. So we are always comparing with the metoprolol. We have to find out the relative permeability. If suppose relative permeability less than 5%, it is not recommended for oral route. And relative permeability 5 to 50%, we can able to make the oral formulation, but we have to include absorption enhancer in the formulation. Okay, by enhanced permeation enhancer, absorption enhancer, you have to include in your formulation, then you can make the suitable oral dosage form. If relative permeability is more than 50, relative permeability more than 50, it will be considered as a highly permeable compound, like BCS class 2 drug. What is BCS class 2? Low soluble, high permeable compound, high absorption compound, you can say. Anything relative permeability is more than 50%, that compound will be treated as a BCS class 2 drug. Even BCS class 4 also showing more than 50%, suppose. Even though it is a BCS 4 is showing more than 50%, again it will be considered as a BCS class 2 only. You can see in the literature survey, in some paper reported same drug as a BCS 4, same drug in some paper reported BCS class 2. So you may see in your literature survey because of the relative permeability. Sometimes they will claim as a BCS 4, sometimes they will claim as a BCS class 2 drug, because it may be the 50% of the relative permeability. That's why they are claiming the both the category of the biopharmaceutical classification system. Now, that's why there is no formulation technology to improve the absorption. There is no. Okay, if you want to improve the absorption, only you have to modify the structure. Otherwise, there is no any formulation technology to improve the permeability, except only one option, you have to include in the absorption enhancer. That's why no any PG student or PhD student never work on the permeation enhancement. Nobody will work on the permeability enhancement technique for improve the bioavailability, because you can work on that. But what is the option? Only absorption enhancer you have to include, or lipid based formulation they will be liposome, niosome, ethosome, which will improve the absorption of the drug. This much only. So nobody will work on the basically in the enhancement of the permeability. Everyone will work on the solubility. Okay, you can see here solubility equation, log of saturation solubility is equal to 0.75 minus log P plus melting point divided by 100. Log P is nothing but lipophilicity. Now you can see, Tushar, you can see the second slide. Tushar, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's moving in a slide. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So log of saturation solubility is equal to any compound. Log of saturation solubility is equal to log of partition coefficient, nothing but lipophilicity and melting point of the compound. So this is a general equation. From the equation, we can conclude that the solubility of the compound mainly depends upon the two factors. One is the lipophilicity, log P value, or melting point of the compound. The two parameters playing important role in the solubility. So if you want to increase the solubility of any poorly water soluble compound, you have to play with only log P and only in the melting point. You have to play with these two parameters, then automatically solubility will get improved. Okay, now you can see here, if suppose one compound having higher log P value, more log P value as compared to the melting point, that means what? The solubility is mainly depends upon the log P value. That means lipophilicity. The molecule might be highly lipophilic compound. The solubility is log P limited solubility, poor solubility, which leads to poor bioavailability. So how to increase the solubility of the molecule? Just you have to include the surfactant. You have to increase the wettability of the molecule to improve the solubility of the given molecule. So how we can increase the wettability? By adding the surfactant. Just to include a surfactant in your formulation, the surfactant will help to enhance the wettability of the molecule, automatically improve the solubility of the molecule. So if you have high log P value, only you have to increase the wettability by adding the surfactant to improve the solubility of the compound. In another case, you can see log P value is less, but melting point is more, high melting point. So the solubility is mainly depends upon the melting point limited solubility, poor solubility. Okay, so here why the molecules are having high melting point, we study in the pharmaceutical engineering. Okay, crystal habit and crystal lattice we studied. Crystal habit is the outside appearance. Crystal lattice is arrangement of the molecule inside the crystal. So arrangement of the molecule inside the crystal means what? Inside the crystal, there is one molecule, another molecule, another molecule. You see, each and every molecule is bound with one particular bond. Suppose paracetamol crystals or paracetamol molecule inside the crystal lattice, each and every paracetamol molecules are strongly bound with each other to form the crystal lattice. The individual molecule is the force between the molecule is high. The bond between the individual molecule in the crystal lattice is more strong bond between the molecule, which leads to the high melting point. If suppose the bond between the each and every molecule is very weak, the weak forces of bond present between the molecule in the crystal lattice, the molecule having low melting point. So the high melting point mainly because of the high crystal lattice force of the molecule. So each and every molecules are tightly organized and tightly packed in the crystal lattice. That's why to break the bond, it needs more heat. That's why it shows the high melting point. So high melting point, then the force will get break. Okay, so because of that, it shows the poor solubility. Now what you have to do that? Now you have to break the force between the molecule. You have to break the lattice force between the molecule. For that, we are making the solid dispersion or nanocrystal. So solid dispersion, if we make the crystal force in the lattice will get break, the individual molecule, so automatically solubility can be improved. To reduce the crystal lattice force, then automatically improve the solubility. So log P value is more, only you have to increase the wettability. Melting point is more, only you have to break the crystal lattice force by making the solid dispersion or nanocrystal, you can say that. Now you can see here two questions I put here. Could we improve the bioavailability of the molecule by increase the aqueous solubility? If any molecule shows poor bioavailability, we should not take the decision immediately. Yes, we have to increase the solubility. No. Okay, you have to find out what is the reason for poor bioavailability. The bioavailability because of solubility, then only you have to increase the solubility. Is the bioavailability of the molecule is solubility limited? If molecule is solubility limited, then only you have to improve the solubility. Otherwise, you have to find out what is the reason for poor bioavailability. Maybe the first metabolism, stability issue, n number of issues, G-glycoprotein, flex transport, n number of issues will be there. That time there is no use to increase the solubility. So the out of two questions, the second one is correct. Is the bioavailability of the molecule is solubility limited or not? Okay, if it is a solubility limited, then only you have to improve the solubility of the molecule. So how to find out my molecule is solubility limited or not? How to find out? So this chart will express how to decide my molecule is solubility limited. Now you can see if you get the molecule with you, just to find out what is the absolute bioavailability of the compound. Absolute bioavailability of the compound, nothing but oral formulation is compared with the injectable formulation. Oral suspension will be compared. Oral route of suspension, we'll see the bioavailability. Same molecule will be injected. Again, we are finding the bioavailability and we are saying about what is the absolute bioavailability. If absolute bioavailability is high or not. Yes, the absolute bioavailability is high. That means the bioavailability is not solubility limited bioavailability. Such time, so no need to improve the solubility. It's not solubility or dissolution because the molecule itself already water soluble molecule. It will give a good bioavailability. So no need to do work on this particular molecule if absolute bioavailability is more. If absolute bioavailability is less, that means high. No means what? Maybe it is not high, it is a less. So absolute bioavailability is less, then you go to the relative bioavailability of the molecule. What is relative bioavailability of molecule? Oral suspension will compared with the oral solution. So orally will give suspension of the same molecule. Orally we are giving same molecule in the solution form and we are comparing the bioavailability. That we are saying is a relative bioavailability. Now the relative bioavailability result we got this point. If solution bioavailability is greater than suspension. Solution normally everyone knows that oral solution will be always more bioavailability. If suppose solution given more bioavailability as compared to the suspension bioavailability, then the molecule is bioavailability solubility limited. You have to increase the solubility of this particular molecule. So here only everyone will do the research on this particular result. If solution given greater than suspension bioavailability, then the molecule is solubility limited bioavailability. Now we will go for the enabling formulation. You can enabling formulation. We enabling formulation nothing but whatever we are doing all the research, solid dispersion, beta cyclodextrin complexation, nanoparticle, nanocrystal, microcrystal, and all those things will come under the enabling formulation, which will improve the solubility of the molecule. If suppose if you get the result like this, solution bioavailability is equivalent to the suspension bioavailability. Normally, what we should think, oral solution should give more. Suppose if you get the result, oral solution bioavailability equal to the suspension bioavailability, that time what is the conclusion? The bioavailability is not solubility limited bioavailability. Then what is the reason for giving the equal bioavailability? It may be the reason because first pass metabolism. There is a problem related to the permeability or maybe the first pass metabolism. This is the reason why solution bioavailability equal to the suspension bioavailability. Everyone knows that solution will be greater than suspension. If you give the result, then you have to increase the solubility. If you get this result, then no need to improve the solubility. Another result you see, suspension given greater bioavailability as compared to the solution. That means the bioavailability is not solubility limited. Then what is the reason solution gives the less bioavailability as compared to the suspension? The reason was maybe stability issue in the GIT tract. The drug might be unstable in the GIT, the solution form of the molecule, unstable in the GIT. That's why it shows the less bioavailability solution and suspension shows the more bioavailability. So from this chart, what we can come to know, if we get the result of this solution given greater than suspension, then only we can improve the solubility by increasing the solubility of the molecule. Remaining all the result is no need to increase the solubility of the molecule to improve the bioavailability. Another three parameter is that solubility and permeability and efficient dose. Everyone knows what solubility and permeability. Efficient dose is the maximum dose which will cure the disease. Paracetamol 650 mg available in the market. 650 mg is the efficient dose. Like this, you can consider. So, if efficient animal dose, nothing but you can convert human dose to animal dose. You can convert efficient animal dose. Suppose 1 mg per kg for animal. If you want high permeability, nothing but high bioavailability, what should be the solubility? It should have the solubility 10 mg per ml. If a molecule having 10 mg per ml, then you can get the high permeability. The dose is like that. If same dose is increasing 10 times, efficient animal dose is 10 mg per kg. If you want maximum bioavailability, the maximum solubility should be 100 mg per ml. Otherwise, it will not get the maximum bioavailability. There's a relationship between the dose solubility number. So the dose solubility number is equal to effective dose divided by saturation solubility. Efficient dose, you know what is efficient dose? Maximum dose and saturation solubility. So dose solubility number represent the quantity of solvent which is required to solubilize the efficient dose. How much efficient dose? Suppose 650 mg. The 650 mg is soluble in 100 ml. That means the dose solubility number is 100. Because in 100 ml, whole efficient dose has been solubilized. So dose solubility number. If so, dose solubility number less than 100 ml, suppose, then high permeable compound, less than 2 ml, then medium permeable compound, less than 5 ml, then poor permeable compound. From the dose solubility number itself, we can able to decide what is the absorption nature of the molecule or permeability of the molecule. You can decide that. Okay, any new molecule coming to the industry, what industry people used to do that? The chart is very important. All industry people used to follow formulation department, but academic people we never follow this directly. Whenever we get the molecule, immediately what senior has done, same we will follow. He has done paracetamol, any drug delivery. I will take the diclofenac. I will do the drug delivery. Next junior will come. Ibuprofen, again drug delivery. So that we never do the proper literature survey and proper finding the property of the molecule without knowing that we used to make the n number of the formulation and also publishing the work in the paid journal and all those things. It is somewhat not good, I can say that. Okay, so any new molecule coming to you, first we have to see the physicochemical characteristic. What physicochemical characteristic? You should know whether my molecule is bioavailability, solubility limited or not. Whether my molecule bioavailability is solubility limited or not. Yes or no. So already previous slide we studied how to find out the my molecule bioavailability, solubility limited. Already we have discussed. If it is a no, now if bioavailability is not solubility limited, then no need to do any research on that because the drug itself already it is a suspension solution will give good. No need to do any research. If the S means what? The bioavailability is solubility limited. Now we have to increase the solubility to improve the bioavailability. If yes, then you see the molecule structure, whether the molecule having ionizable functional group or not. Ionizable functional group means carboxyl group, amino group, which will go for ionization. You have to find out. If ionizable functional group is there or not, yes or no. If yes, if ionizable functional group is there in that molecule, then you can convert into the salt form to improve the solubility. How? Diclofenac is the molecule. Then we have converted into diclofenac sodium. That means what? Diclofenac is the poorly water soluble drug. Then we converted into diclofenac sodium, then improve the solubility because we converted into salt form. So if any ionizable functional group, if yes, then convert into salt form, then you check it whether the salt form is improve the solubility or not. Yes or no. Yes. If salt form is improve the solubility, directly you can collect the drug, convert it into salt form and make the dosage form. Compress all the excipient, make the tablet, dispense to the patient. If salt form is improve the solubility. If it is a no, salt form also not improve the solubility. And there is no ionizable functional group is not present. No. Then you have to go for the size reduction. So micronization can improve the solubility or not. Yes or no. If it is yes. So then you have to go for the size reduction. If size reduction is improve the solubility, so take the drug, do the size reduction, mix all the excipient and compress and develop suitable dosage form. No need to do any research. Only stop at the size reduction itself. If it is a no, that means micronization also not improve the solubility. Then you have to see the two parameter what we discussed in the general solubility equation. Saturation solubility mainly depends upon the log P and melting point. The two parameters you have to see. If log P is more, melting point is less. As we already discussed previously, log P is more. What you have to do? We have to increase the wettability of the molecule by adding the surfactant. You have to increase only wet surfactant you add in your formulation and compression make the tablet. If log P is less, melting point is more. Then what you have to do, melting point is more means what? Crystal lattice force is more. We have to break the crystal lattice force and we are making the solid dispersion we are making. Okay, if both are high, log P value also more, melting point also more. What you have to do? You have to go for the both attempt process. You have to increase the wettability also. You have to break the crystal lattice force also. Then only will improve the solubility of the molecule. So this flow chart is following in the each and every industry. But our people, academic people also should follow the same the chart, which will be useful and it is a meaningful research. I can say that directly we should not go to the any research methodology. So high log P value means what? What is the level of the high log P will be? Normally 2 to 3 will be considered or more than that will be considered the highly log P value. High melting point means what? More than 160 degrees centigrade the melting point will be considered as a high melting point you can consider. Now, so everyone work on the BCS class 2 drug because low soluble and high permeable. So this flow chart you can follow that and we are going for the solubility analysis. But what is the BCS class 1? High soluble, high permeable. So nobody will work on the BCS class 1. We never consider the BCS class 1 because already solubility problem is not there, permeability problem also not there. Then why we have to do research? Yes, we should consider some parameter. What that parameter we should consider whenever you go for the research? You have to see the dose. If dose is greater than 40 mg, yes or no? If it is a yes, then you have to check whether my molecule is having flow property problem or not. No, then directly you can go for the dry granulation followed by compression of the tablet. If the flow property problem is there, yes. And also dose is less than 40 mg. Here I written no. Here written yes, here I written no. No means what? The dose might be less than 40 mg. Then you have to check the solubility of the molecule. The aqueous solubility of the molecule should be greater than 0.3 mg. 0.3 mg is nothing but 300 microgram. The solubility should be greater than 300 microgram per ml. Yes or no? No. Greater than 3 and no means that directly you can add the we can mix it with surfactant because solubility is not greater than 300 microgram and maybe less than 300. Then automatically you can go surfactant. You have to increase the solubility. If it is a yes, that means what? The drug is soluble in more than 300 microgram per ml. Then automatically you can go for the dry blend, dry powder blending, and directly go for the compression. This is normally BCS class 1. We should consider the solubility. It should be always greater than 300 microgram per ml or less than 300 microgram per ml. Normally we used to consider the BCS class 1. When come to the BCS class 2, low soluble, high permeable, there is no problem for absorption. The problem only in the solubility. So first you see ionizable functional group is there or not. The previous chart we have studied. If ionizable functional group is there, yes, then we can convert into salt form. The salt form will improve the solubility. If the salt form is not improved, then we will go for the micronization. Micronization also not improve. Then we will go for the log P and melting point, as previously we discussed. If yes, ionizable functional group is the yes or no, yes. The another way we have to see the dose volume. This is class 2 drug, whether ionizable functional group is there or ionizable functional group is nothing but carboxyl group and amino group. That's all. There is nothing is there. Okay, yes or no. If it is a yes, that means what? The molecule having ionizable functional group is there. Then you have to find out what is the dose volume. The dose volume should be greater than 250 ml. Yes or no. So what is the dose volume number? The volume in which we can consider dose volume is equal to human dose divided by solubility, saturation solubility. So here dose volume should be greater than 250 ml. Yes or no. Okay. If it is a no, it means what? The dose volume is the volume in which whole efficient dose is solubilized. The paracetamol 650 mg. So what is the dose volume paracetamol? If suppose 650 mg paracetamol is completely soluble in 250 ml, then we are telling dose volume is 250 ml. So now the dose volume is greater than 250 ml. Yes or no? If it is a no, it means what? The effective dose might be soluble in less than 250 ml. If any efficient dose is soluble in 250 ml, it will be considered as a highly soluble compound, BCS class 1. Any efficient dose. You take alprazolam. Alprazolam is available in 1 mg in the market. The 1 mg is suppose soluble in 250 ml, then alprazolam will be considered as a BCS class 1. Okay, any drugs, if decoction available, any antihypertensive, you take 50 mg. Digitalis, you decoction, you take, digitalis, you take, amlodipine, you take 50 mg. If that 50 mg of amlodipine is soluble in less than 250 ml or within 250 ml, then amlodipine will be BCS class 1. The efficient dose should get soluble in less than 250 ml. If it is a yes, yes means what? It might be more than 250 ml, greater than 250 ml. That means what? The efficient dose might be soluble in more than 250 ml. That means it may need 500 ml or 1000 ml or 2000 ml to soluble the efficient dose you can consider. So why we are saying the 250 ml? Why not another ml? Because whenever you take the any tablet, 1 glass of water we used to drink. The 1 glass of water is the 250 ml. So whenever you take tablet or capsule, always we should take 250 ml compulsory water along with any dosage form when we take the oral formulation. That's why it is considered 250 ml is must for taking the dose. Okay, if it is yes means what? The dose volume might be greater than 250 ml. Then it may be. It will take more than 250 ml to soluble the effective dose. Then you can, what is the upper limit? Whether less than 5000 ml. That means what? The efficient dose is soluble in greater than 250 and less than 5000 ml, nothing but 5 liter. So whether soluble or not, your efficient dose. If it is a yes, then even though it is a poorly water soluble, if yes, then we can go. We can make the wet granulation and we are the only surfactant increase the wettability to increase the solubility. If it is a no, that means what? The dose volume is not less than 5000 ml. The drug is not, the efficient dose is not soluble in 5 liter. It may need 6 liter or it may need the 7 liter. So we cannot drink the 7 liter, 6 liter whenever we take any dosage form. So for that time, we are shifting this dose to the non-aqueous vehicle. We are not going to talk about aqueous vehicle. Now you have to find out the any one of the oil, sesame oil, peanut oil, coconut oil, where the what is the solubility of this compound in the oily solution, we can say that. Okay, then we are finding if somebody is soluble in peanut oil, sesame oil, or in lot of cotton seed oil and all those things, then oily vehicle we are shifting. That's a vitamin D or E is available in the oily soft gelatin capsule is available in the market because the solubility purpose only. So you have to check in the non-aqueous solubility. Then again, the solubility of this compound is greater than dose, yes or no. If it is a no, then you have to make this type of the formulation. If it is a yes, then you have to check whether my drug is stable in the oily solution or not. If it is a stable, then you fill this oily solution of the drug in soft gelatin capsule. Semi-solid filled capsule, nothing but soft gelatin capsule, or as such you can make get a solution form you can able to drink to increase the bioavailability. So these are the chart for BCS 1 and BCS 2. What are the research has been done? So this much only for the high throughput screening. First point we mentioned in the first slide, lead molecule. So now we know anything solubility problem, 2 parameter only, melting point and log p value. That's all. So what other technique can be used to improve the solubility? This much only for high throughput screening and lead molecule. If we come to the selection of the molecule for formulation research. Okay, just we'll go to the 4th year B Pharm biopharmaceutics revision. Then we'll come to know how to select the drug for formulation research. As everyone knows that if anything, if we take eating any material, so how many hours it will say, that is called as a transit time or residence time we are saying. If anything grinding in the oral route, only 30 seconds or 1 minute will grind in the mouth. Chapati if you are eating, so 1 minute will grind in the mouth. That means what? The 1 minute is the residence time in the mouth. After 1 minute, it goes to the stomach. In the stomach, the chapati or idli will stay for 2 to 3 hours. The stomach, it will stay for 2 to 3 hours. After 2 to 3 hours, the chapati will go to the small intestine. The small intestine, it will stay for 6 to 8 hours. Again, from small intestine, it goes to the large intestine. Again, it will stay for 6 to 8 hours. Then after that, it will be excreted through fecal. If you take any idli or chapati, so total how many hours it is going to stay in our GIT. So mouth is 1 minute, that will not be considered. Stomach is the 3 hours. Small intestine is the 6 hours minimum, maximum 8. And large intestine is the 6 minimum and maximum log. So if you make the sum of this, so minimum 8 plus 8, 16 plus 3, so 19 hours. So any material if we take, it will stay 19 hours in our GIT tract and excreted through the fecal. This we should know the transit time. Now we should know the pH of the different part of the GIT tract. Mouth pH almost neutral, but it is not a neutral, 6.8. Slightly acidic, but we never feel it is acidic. So mouth pH is 6.8. You can say neutral or acidic, little bit consider. If you come to the stomach, the top of the stomach, everyone knows it is acidic pH. Stomach is the acidic pH, everyone knows. But the top of the stomach pH is 1.2, very, very high acidic nature. Then again 2, 3, 4, 5, the pH is decreasing. Okay, but even though whole stomach is the acidic pH, then the stomach and small intestine joining portion, that we used to say duodenum nearby that, the pH is the 6.8. So total acidic pH in the stomach, to top to bottom I told, what is the pH top of the stomach and bottom of the stomach, 6.8 acidic pH. When come to the small intestine, alkaline pH 7.2. Then goes to the large intestine, again 7.2. Colon is the highest pH in our GIT tract, that is a pH 8. The pH 8 is only present in the, what we can say, colon, we can say that. Okay, so highest pH is the alkaline pH 8. There is no more than 8 pH in the GIT tract. This is the summary I have given. What is transit time? 3 hours in the stomach, 6 hours, 8 hours, again 6 hours, 8 hours. And what is the pH? Now you know what is acidic pH and where that alkaline pH is present in the body. That's very simple. Okay, this already we studied in that as like a school life, we can say that. How that pH scales comes, that I want to explain here. So everyone knows pH is 0 to 14, everyone knows that. Acid means what? Proton donor. Base means proton acceptor. Everyone knows. The definition of the pH also everyone knows. Negative log of hydrogen ion concentration. Everyone knows that. But how that comes to the equation? Okay. So whenever the water molecule undergo dissociation, it will produce the equal number of the hydrogen ion as well as the hydroxyl ion. Equal number of hydrogen ion, hydroxyl ion. If we see, if the 1 liter is going for the dissociation, 1 liter of water going for dissociation, it will form 1 into 10 to the power minus 7 ions of hydrogen, 1 into 10 to the power minus 7 ions of hydroxyl. So equal number of the hydrogen ion, hydroxyl ion will produce by 1 liter of the water. Now this equilibrium rate constant or dissociation rate constant, if you write, so hydrogen and hydroxyl, which will give 1 into 10 to the power minus 7 is the acidic, we can say hydrogen ion concentration, and again another minus 7 is the hydroxyl ion, so totally become minus 14. Hydrogen hydroxyl 1 into 10 to the power minus 14 at room temperature. Now I'm going to take log both the side. So log of, forget about this minus negative. So log of hydrogen plus log of hydroxyl is equal to the minus 14 will come here. Log of what? Log of one value knows value, so it become minus 14. So log of hydrogen plus log of hydroxyl equal minus 14. Now I want to remove this minus. The both the side are divided by minus. So negative log of hydrogen ion concentration, negative log of hydroxyl ion concentration, which will give the 14. Now this only later we are saying pH plus POH is equal to 14. Hydrogen ion concentration, negative log of hydrogen ion concentration, negative log of hydroxyl ion concentration is equal to 14. That means the pH available in the market up to only 14 pH. There is no more than 14 pH, only 0 to 14. And during the COVID period also, we some WhatsApp group, we have seen that there is a 21 pH, 23 pH also. Some WhatsApp group report that the COVID, during the COVID pandemic period, I received so many WhatsApp messages like this. There is a 18 pH, 21 pH, 25 pH. There is no pH more than 14 pH in the world. Also in the anywhere you can go that. Okay. So how it comes that equation I want to say. That's why I express that equation. That's all. It's a basic for everyone. So you know what is acidic, everyone knows. What is neutral and alkaline, everyone knows. I don't want to explain. If any solution shows the acidic, if any solution shows pH more than 7. So but take the drug, dissolve in the water, the pH you check. The pH is more than 7. That means drug dissolve in the water, the pH is more than 7, and we are saying it is an alkaline nature. Everyone knows it is an alkaline pH, alkaline nature. So how is the alkaline nature? Because due to the presence of hydroxyl ion or nitrogen ion in the structure of the molecule. Just you see the structure of the molecule. If there is a nitrogen is present, heterocyclic nucleus, imidazole, pteridine, okay, and pyrosol, lot of azole also will come. Yeah, imidazole, isoimidazole, something is there. Okay, medicinal chemistry people knows very well. Okay, if any compound have a nitrogen atom, isoquinoline, quinoline, pteridine nucleus and all, it will definitely, it is the alkaline nature. The molecule is the alkaline nature. If you dissolve such a molecule in water, the pH will be more than 7. So after seeing the structure itself, we can conclude if there is a hydroxyl group in the structure or nitrogen atom in the structure, if you dissolve in the water, definitely it will be the alkaline pH only, more than 7 only. That we have to conclude that drugs are the alkaline drug or basic drug. Same, if anything shows less than 7, it means what? The molecule is the acidic nature. That means it contains only carboxylic acid, COOH, nothing but hydrogen ions are more in the structure. That's why it is showing the acidic pH. So immediately we can conclude that after seeing the structure, we can conclude it is acidic drug or basic drug. That we can be concluded from that. In the market, there is a drug can be available in the two forms. So you can see here, strong acid, strong base. There is no strong acid. So in market, only two type of the drugs are available, only acidic drug and basic drug. And especially weak acidic drug and weak basic drug only available in the market. There is no strong acid, strong base are available in the market. Only weak acid and weak base only available in the market. Reason is what? Strong acid, strong base is completely, it will get ionized in the GI2 tract. In the GI2 tract is completely ionized, because once ionized drug, we studied in the biopharmaceutics, only unionized drug will go for absorption. Ionized drug does not go for absorption. We studied in the third year and final year before. That's why strong acid, strong base are not available in the market. Only weak acid and weak base are available in the market because it is incompletely ionized in the entire GIT pH. Incomplete ionized in the entire pH, you can say, because okay, so how? Because incomplete ionized, it will exist in the unionized form and little bit ionized form also. Okay, so unionized form will go for absorption and ionized form does not go for the absorption. Okay, that's why weak acid and base drugs are available. So weak acid drug, how you can identify the acidic drug? Acid drug only you can see the COOH is in the functional group, then we can conclude is the acidic drug. And one more thing you have to take, one acidic group is equal to 2 nitrogen atom. Sometimes it may have the nitrogen atom also will be there and COOH also will be there. So that time whether which one we have to consider, always give the preference. Carboxyl group 1 is equal to 2 nitrogen atom. So nitrogen atom is more than it is a basic nature. COOH is more than you can consider acidic nature. That can be aspirin. Even though you can say that, so here COOH is there, even though here there is a nitrogen is there. Acetaminophen. Even though acetaminophen, paracetamol we are claiming as acidic drug because it is comes from the NACD, acetyl derivative, acetic acid derivatives. So the COOCH3 comes from the acidic functional group. Then we are saying is the acidic drug. Basic drug, how you can able to identify basic drug? All nitrogen containing compounds are basic nature. All they might be knowing. All metformin and all amine, all the amino group amines are the basic nature. This we can identify from the structure. Okay. Now already we studied only unionized drug undergo absorption. Ionized drug does not go for absorption. We know that. Okay. If you take suppose you are consuming acidic drug. If you are taking acidic drug in acidic pH, it will be unionized form. That means what? Acidic drug in the stomach, it is an unionized form because stomach pH is the acidic pH. So acidic drug in the stomach, it is an unionized form. Absorption will be good. Same for the basic drug in basic pH. That means basic drug in the small intestine, it will be unionized form because small intestine is the basic nature. Unionized form, then it will undergo for the absorption. Now, if you are consuming acidic drug, so acidic drug in the stomach is the unionized form, absorption will be good. If the same acidic drug is going to the small intestine, when it is the opposite pH, acidic drug in the basic, it will get ionized. So acidic drug if you are consuming, the absorption will be good only in the stomach, not in the small intestine. If you go to the small intestine, acidic drug, it will get ionized, does not go for the absorption. Same you take the basic drug. So basic drug if you are consuming in the small intestine, basic drug, basic pH, unionized form, absorption will be good in the small intestine. Which one? All the basic drug absorption will be small intestine, large intestine. But whenever you are consuming the basic drug, but it has to travel through the stomach. It should cross the stomach. Okay, so during the crossing the stomach, the drug should not get released. Okay, the drug should not get released. That's why we are giving enteric-coated tablet. Why we are giving enteric-coated tablet? Drugs should not get released in the stomach. So acidic resistant polymer will be coated and alkaline sensitive polymer will be coated. That polymer which is insoluble in acidic but soluble in the basic pH. So from that we can come to know why we are giving enteric-coated tablet. So what are the tablet is coated with the polymer? The polymer is basic soluble. That means soluble in the small intestine but insoluble in the acidic in the stomach. So if we consume enteric-coated tablet, it will stay 3 hours. Already told. Each and every chapati, idli or tablet also will stay 3 hours here. Again 8 hours in the small intestine, 8 hours in the large intestine. So if enteric-coated tablet if you are taking, enteric-coated basic tablet if you are taking, it will stay 3 hours in the stomach, but the drug will not get released. As like a dead body, it will stay in the 3 hours. After 3 hours, enteric-coated tablet will go to the small intestine, the polymer will get released, then polymer will get dissolved, then drug will get released, then it will be again unionized form because it is a basic drug. Okay, now from that what we can conclude that. So what is the Tmax of the acidic drug and Tmax of the basic drug? The audience can give answer for this. What will be the Tmax of the acidic drug and basic drug? Okay. So acidic drug soluble, acidic drug absorbed only in the stomach. So it will stay only 3 hours. So what will be the Tmax of the acidic drug? Maximum 3 hours. Any drug, so the Tmax less than 3 hours. Any drug shows the Tmax less than 3 hours, it will be considered as an acidic drug. Because acidic drug in the stomach, unionized form, absorption will be good. The absorption maximum, how many hours it takes place? Only 3 hours. Because after 3 hours, it goes to the small intestine, it will get ionized, does not go for the absorption. So Tmax of the acidic drug will be less than 3 hours. Same for the basic drug, what will be the Tmax? Tmax will be more than 3 because the absorption will start after 3 hours only. After third hour only, because 3 hours it does not release the drug. So Tmax will be more than 3, but less than whatever the 10 hours, 12 hours, because it's going to stay the small intestine, large intestine, and all those things. So from structure itself, we can identify acidic drug, basic drug, where absorption window also we can decide acidic drug in the stomach as basic drug in the small intestine. So what is the Tmax also we can able to conclude acidic drug Tmax will be less than 3 and basic drug will be more than 3, less than 10. And PK also playing important role. Degree of the ionization you can consider. Okay, so if suppose PK is 5, what is the meaning of that? If suppose I'm telling one drug is showing PK 5, what is the meaning of that? At 5 pH, drug will exist 50% is ionized form, 50% is the unionized form. It meaning of that. If suppose again, okay, if suppose so acidic drug in acidic pH, it will be unionized form. Acidic drug in acidic pH, unionized form. When it goes to the alkaline pH, then only it will get ionized. Okay, so what is the meaning of pKa? The pH at which 50% exists as an unionized form and ionized form. Then now we can conclude acidic drug pK will be always more than 7 because acidic drug in acidic pH 1 to 7 it will not get ionized. So when it reach to the above the 7 it will get ionized. So pKa will be more than 7. Same for the basic drug, pKa will be always less than 7. Very important. Okay, because absorption where it will take place, because unionized drug only will go for absorption where the drug will exist as an unionized form in the GIT tract. That is very, very important. Okay, so acidic drug pK. So if you see literature survey, sometimes the drug will show 2 pKa value. Sometimes the drug will show 2 pKa, acidic pKa value, basic pKa value. That means the structure might be having both the functional group, basic functional group also, acidic functional group also. That time you have to count the number of functional group. So which number of functional group is more than you consider as a acidic drug or basic drug you can consider. Now you can say simply, so aspirin name we know it is a weak acidic drug. Aspirin is the acidic drug. So acidic drug in acidic pH, unionized form, absorption will be good. The aspirin absorption will be good in the stomach. Aspirin absorption good in the stomach. Same aspirin, it goes to the small intestine, large intestine, it will get ionized. It does not go for absorption. That's why here, so in aspirin and gastric juice, now you can see the pK is 3.5. So acidic drug, you have to go for the forward. Acidic drug, if example you take aspirin is 3.5. So aspirin at 1 pH, what is the meaning of 3. pK value? At 3.5 pH, the aspirin will exist 50% ionized form and unionized form, meaning of that. Okay, so aspirin at top of the stomach, it is unionized form, pH 1.2, again 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. The top of the stomach, the drug will be unionized form. When it touches to the 3.5 pH, it will be 50% ionized, unionized form. Bottom of the stomach, completely it will get ionized. Such type of that we can make this drug. The drug should be remain on the top of the stomach. It should not come down the stomach, bottom of the stomach. Then we have to make the floating drug delivery system, gastro-retentive drug delivery system. PK only you are considered for the gastro-retentive drug delivery system. The same when it after 3.5 pH, it will get ionized. You give this plasma you take or GIT you take or urine pH, all it will get ionized. But opposite for the pethidine. Pethidine is the basic drug. It will come opioid analgesic and all those things. Now we can see the pKa value 8.6. It means what? The pKa will come from reverse for basic drug. Acidic drug will come from forward. The basic drug, pethidine pK 8.6. At 8.6 pH exists as a 50-50%. That at 9 pH, what will happen? 7 pH, what will happen? 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, it remain unionized form. When it comes below the 8.5, that means 8, 7, stomach pH, it will get ionized. So opposite, acidic will come basic pH, basic will come acidic pH. So this is very important for the selection of the drug. Okay. Now the two parameters. So what are the parameters? Now we can see What is the nature of the drug? You can able to identify the structure, acidic drug, basic drug. Then you can identify what is the absorption window also you can able to identify, and what is the Tmax of the molecule you can able to identify, and what is the pK of the drug also you can able to find out. Now next parameter, I think this will be the last parameter. So volume of distribution and half-life. Now, what is the volume of distribution? If you see the total body weight, 100%, out of that, we have the 60% of the water. If suppose it's 100 kg my body weight, I have 60 liter of the liquid. Liquid means it contains RBC, WPC, plasma, everything included as a total body water. Okay, if body weight is 70 kg, in the 70, what is the 60%? 42 liter of the water in our body, like that. So out of the 60%, 25 will be the extracellular, 35 will be the intracellular fluid. Okay, intracellular inside the cells, cytoplasm and all those things, nucleus and all. Cytoplasm inside the cell, what is the liquid system? Outside the liquid system is a 25%. The outside the cell also, again 21% is interstitial fluid in between the cell, and plasma only 4%. If suppose anybody having body weight 100 kg, they have only 4 liter of the plasma in his body. Okay, this is the how the liquid system is present. So whenever any drug is absorbed, it coming directly to the central compartment, it goes to the peripheral compartment, again come back to the central compartment and excreted from the body. Okay, so whenever the drug absorbed, first it comes to here, plasma interstitial fluid, central compartment, then it goes to the peripheral compartment. Now you can see here, 70 kg patient having 60% of the 70 kg will be 42 liter. So 70 kg patient having only 42 liter in his body. Suppose one drug is showing volume of distribution is 10 liter. What is the meaning of that? He having 42 liter and the drug shows the 10 liter of volume of distribution. Now where the drug is present, once the drug is absorbed, coming to the central compartment plasma and goes to the peripheral. That means if low volume of distribution, the drug is remain in the central compartment. The drug not reach to the peripheral compartment, each and every cell of the body. If the same, it shows the 40 liter, the drug is distributed entire each and every central compartment as well as peripheral compartment with larger volume of distribution. So the meaning of volume of distribution, we can conclude that whether the drug is remain in the central compartment or drug is distributed each and every compartment or each and every cell of the tissue. So low volume of distribution, drug is remain in the central compartment. Large volume of distribution, drug is distributed each and every part of the body. If volume of distribution 50 liter, but body having only 42 liter, but it is showing 50 liter. It means what? The drug is going to accumulate in your body and produce the toxicity, tissue toxicity, accumulation tissue toxicity. So from that, we can conclude where the drug is present. Now we can calculate what will be the half-life of the drug. If the low volume of distribution means what? Drug remain in the central compartment. From central compartment, only I'm talking about free drug, not bound drug, free drug. Low volume of distribution, drug is remain in the central compartment. Directly it goes to the glomerulus and filter and excreted from the body. Then very fastly the drug will get eliminated. That means low volume of distribution, free drug, the half-life also become very less. But large volume of distribution, suppose drug is present in the central as well as the peripheral, again it has to come back central, then excreted from the body. It has the larger volume of distribution. So volume of distribution is directly proportional to the half-life. Volume of distribution is less, half-life also become less. Volume of distribution is more, again half-life also become more. That will be concluded from here. Last parameter, protein binding. So each and every drug having different percentage of the protein binding. You can see here. Okay, this paracetamol having 20% protein binding, glimepiride having 90% protein binding. So until now we discussed about free drug. Now you can see that. So as we studied that there is a interaction between the drug and protein, hydrogen bond, hydrophobic bond. Okay, and van der Waals force, lot of force is there. Okay, that only involving in the bond between the drug and protein which are present in the body. Now you can see here. So the hydrophobic bond and all those things takes place. So paracetamol shows 60, this shows the 90. Now you can see the log P value is why it shows the less, why it shows the more. Log P value is less, log P value is more. Lipophilicity you can consider. So less log P value, then hydrophobic interaction is very less. That's why the protein binding is very less. The hydrophobic between the drug and the protein I'm talking. Okay, same if you see the log P value is more, then hydrophobic interaction will be very strong. That's why the protein binding is more. So now you come to know. So in between, aspirin you take 50%. Again, the log p value is increasing. Again, carbamazepine, again log p value is increasing 20, 50, 74, 90. Okay, this is the main reason for that. Another is the acceptor donor is one of the parameter. Now we can go somewhat little bit fast actually. This is the reason log p value playing important role for the protein binding. You can say that. Okay. So previously on equation we studied the solubility equation. Solubility is mainly depends upon the melting point and log p value. Same only. So log p everyone knows partition coefficient meaning is what is log p? Nothing but log of partition coefficient. Same only. Another relationship equation log of p. Log of p means nothing lipophilicity is equal to again solubility again melting point. Both equations are same. You can consider that also. You can there we started about solubility here. So actually solubility is equal to something we started equation, but here log of p is equal to something equation. Both are the same. Okay, anything you can. So if you know they need two parameter, third parameter we will consider. So one more thing we know already, log p value is more. It is a lipophilic nature. What is our student and our mentality actually? If any drug shows the log p value is more, so immediately our conclusion is what? Log p value is more, the poorly water soluble compound. PCS class 2. High permeable because log p value is more means permeability will be more, but solubility will be less. That is the conclusion still everyone. B form, M form, PhD, including teacher. So log p is more than we are telling is the solubility is less. Okay, now you can see if possible to have the compound high log p value which are still insoluble in water. The reason was main is because of the low melting point. Okay, so here the solubility is played by low melting point. We never look after the melting point. We are always looking about log p and solubility. Log p and solubility. This much only we are seeing. We never look after melting point. Even the high log p value, still it is soluble. So log p value might be more. Maybe melting point will be 50 degrees centigrade. So easily you can break the crystal lattice force. Easily you can break. That's why it improves the solubility. And same vice versa. Similarly, it is possible having low log p value. Low log p value, everyone will decide, okay, the drug will be hydrophilic compound. Drug will get soluble. Still, it is insoluble. Low log p value is insoluble because it might be having high melting point. It might be a high melting point is that attributing to that. So this is optimal log p value or the penetration of CNS, oral, colon, how much you want the log p value to penetrate different formulation. You can say that. Okay, so this is a main chart actually, BCS class what we studied. Okay, now BCS class is classified according to the, you can say solubility in the x-axis and permeability in the y-axis. You can see solubility and x-axis. According to these two parameters, we classified class 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 we have classified. Now you can see here, this value you see, solubility is 0.1 mg per ml. Any compound shows solubility is less than 0.1 mg per ml. 0.1 mg means nothing but 100 microgram. 100 microgram per ml. Any drug molecule literature survey shows solubility is less than 100 microgram per ml. This side will be considered as a poorly water soluble compound. Still don't know. We are classifying BCS class 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 means highly soluble, 2 means low soluble. Low solubility, what is the limit? Nobody knows. So that means what? Any compound shows less than 100 microgram per ml will be considered as a poorly water soluble compound. Nothing but class 2 and class 4. Class 2 and class 4s are the less than 100 microgram per ml poorly water soluble compound. More than that, high soluble compound, class 1 and class 3. Same if we hear the permeability, high permeable, low permeability. So anything if we shows the less than 90% permeability, low permeable compound, nothing but class 4 and class 3. More than 90% high permeable compound, class 1 and class 3. Simple classification. So we studied. One is the soluble, low soluble, high soluble. How we can conclude 100 microgram per ml solubility, less than that poorly water soluble compound, more than 100 microgram per ml highly water soluble compound. One concept. Another concept also we discussed 250 ml. The effective dose, suppose soluble within the 250 ml, it will be highly soluble compound. If it is not soluble in 250 ml, then it will be considered as a poorly water soluble compound. So whenever you are considering BCS class 2, 4, 1, 2, there's two parameters you think 250 ml also and 100 microgram also. Then we have to decide. Then we are doing the research on this all. We are soluble. Class 2 means poorly water soluble. We increase the solubility. Okay, class 3, we increase the permeability. Class 4, we attempt to the both, and we are converting to the class 1 formulation. The 250 ml, what we discussed this. pH dependent solubility means what? What are the pH should be checked compulsory? One, always pH dependent solubility. This 3 pH you have to check solubility. The permeability according to the USP, 90% will be considered as a highly permeable. According to the WHO, greater than 85 will be considered as a highly permeable. According to the European Medical Association, the drug should show the 100% permeability. Then only it will be considered as a highly permeable compound. So dissolution, everyone knows that. Immediate release dissolution. Immediate release tablet means what? The more than 85% of the drug should get released within 30 minutes. That will be considered as the immediate release dosage form. Not less than 85% of drugs should get released in 30 minutes. Now, when the ESP1, ESP2, everyone knows that. These are some of the classifications that done. This is a survey they did in the USA. They taken 185 molecule they taken. Then 185 molecule they taken from the market. Then they done the solubility and permeability, and they classify the 185 drug. So class 1, class 2, class 3. You see the x-axis and y-axis also solubility and permeability. Now you can see here they classified 20% of the drug class 1. The log P value 1 to 5. Class 1 means what? High soluble, high permeable. So even the high soluble means log P value is less, but log P value 5 also present in the class 1, because log P value is more. Might be reason was maybe low melting point, 45 degrees centigrade melting point. So if any molecule having 5 log P value, so everyone tell it's a high lipophilic, insoluble, but it is soluble because it may be the low melting point. Like this also they have classified the compound. Here also there is another chart, log P and solubility. So log P value 0 to 10. If log P value is low means it might be the water soluble. Solubility will be more. Okay, bulk crystal you can make it. Again, log P value is increasing and solubility will get decreased. That time what type of the formulation we have to do? Micro crystal, nano crystal. In this area you have to work amorphous solid dispersion. In this area you have to work on lipid based formulation. You have to work. So according to the log P and solubility, you decide which formulation you want to make it. Okay, drug delivery will be classified as a 2 type: immediate release and modified release. Immediate release means one, more than 85% of drug should release within the 30 minutes. Modified is nothing but the release pattern will get modified. Still, some student will confuse what is the delayed release. The modified release will be classified as a 3 types: delayed release, extended release, targeted release. Again, extended release will be classified 2 types: sustained release and controlled release. Now you can see this graph. According to that, you can make it. So immediate release means you can see here. This is a GIT. You can consider 1, 2, 3 is the stomach, and this is the small intestine, and this is the large intestine. You can consider. So immediate release, the whole amount will release within 30 minutes. Immediate release. That is immediate release. Modified release means what? The release pattern is going to modify. Then we are telling modified release. Delayed release means what? Same immediate release after some time. Delayed after some time. Again, it become immediate release. Nothing but enteric coated tablet. So enteric coated tablet will stay 3 years in the stomach, but it will not release. But when it reaches to the stomach, immediately it will get released. That is called a delayed release. Then again, targeted release means what? Colon targeted immediate release. Same immediate release will be achieved in the colon. Then we are telling targeted release. And extended release will be classified with 2 types: sustained release and controlled release. Okay, this is called as an extended release. Throughout the time period, it is going to release. That we can say that this is the control release and this is the sustained release, you can say. So sustained release is the first order kinetic and control release is the 0 order kinetic. Everyone knows. This much only point. One more thing, whenever we make the sustained release or control release, always we should take the half-life. If anything half-life is small, then we used to go for the sustained release and control release. When half-life is small, half-life is more, we never work on the sustained release and control release. We used to make the immediate release. So this much only for that. Now can we go for some exercise if any possible? Any people can tell about this. You can take the kit of Profan. Any audience, can you suggest what is the nature of the drug? Where is the absorption window? Where is the Tmax? Okay, then what type of the formulation we have to make? Please, anybody, if possible.
Yes, you can unmute yourself and answer the question, please.
Anybody explain? Ketoprofen. You see the structure of the molecule. What is the nature of the molecule? Acidic drug or basic drug? Anybody, please? Any student?
Sir, Akhil Naik sir said that it is acidic.
That COH is the acidic drug. So acidic drug where absorption will take place. Where absorption will take place of the acidic drug.
Again, he say stomach.
Stomach. So acidic drug, the absorption window is the stomach. Okay, in intestine does not go for the absorption. Okay, in the stomach the absorption is good. Okay, then you can see that what is the pK value. pK value is 3.88. What is the meaning of pK 3.88? At 3.88 pH, 50% is ionized form, 50% is unionized form. That means pH 1, pH 2, pH 3, it will be 100% unionized form because it is an acidic drug. When it touched to the 3.8 pH, then it will get ionized. So where the absorption will be good in the stomach? Where absorption will be good in the stomach? pK is 3.88. Anybody? Where is that 3.88 pH is present?
Okay,
yes,
sir is saying upper stomach less than 3.1.
Upper stomach, correct. So itopiravir is the acidic drug. Absorption window is the stomach, but absorption will take place at the top of the stomach. Okay, so what is the Tmax? Easily you can identify. Tmax will be less than 3 hours, correct? So they have given 0.5 to 2 hours, but the absorption is the top of the stomach. Then you have to go for such a drug, floating drug delivery system. Whether you want floating sustained release or floating immediate release, then you have to see the half-life. So what is the half-life of this compound? What is the half-life? It's a 1 to 2 hours. It's a short half-life. So what you have to make? Floating. When short half-life, then we have to make the floating sustained release. We used to make it, not immediately. Same for the acetaminophen also you can consider. Okay, now pentaprozole. Deleted one more. Okay, pentaprozole. What is the nature of the molecule? It is a basic drug because nitrogen is present. The absorption window will be in the small intestine. Okay, the Tmax will be more than 3, less than 10. But this molecule should have the enteric-coated tablet is first. Enteric-coated tablet. Enteric-coated tablet will be compulsory. So enteric-coated immediate release tablet or sustained release tablet. From half-life we can decide enteric-coated sustained release because it is a 1.1 hour half-life. So enteric-coated immediate release we have to make it for this particular compound. Same for carbamazepine, nitrogen is present. It is a basic drug. Absorption window is the small intestine. Then definitely it have the Tmax more than 3, less than 10. It compulsory need enteric-coated tablet for this. For enteric-coated tablet, immediate release or sustained release you want, and see the half-life. Half-life is more 25 to 65 hours than enteric-coated. You need immediate release tablet for this particular compound. Again, PK also you can consider. There is no 11 pH in our body, so it will be unionized form. Again, this is another point we have to discuss. Now you can in scenarization you see it is a basic drug. Everyone knows that basic drug. So absorption window will be stomach. Yes. Okay. So it is a basic drug. Absorption window will be the small intestine. Okay, enteric-coated tablet is must for this. Enteric-coated immediate release or sustained release. Half-life is 23 hours. So we have to make enteric-coated immediate release. At the same time, you see it undergo hepatic first pass metabolism. There is no use to make the enteric-coated immediate release because even if you make enteric-coated immediate release, it will undergo metabolism. It lose the potency. Such a type of the condition, we have to go for the dose. Dose is only 25 mg. Then we have to go for the mouth dissolving tablet, mouth dissolving film because we have to bypass we have to mask the hepatic first metabolism. Then we will be sublingual tablet, buccal patches, immediate release, mouth dissolving film. Just whenever you go for mouth dissolving, the dose should be very less. So whenever such a condition, hepatic metabolism, you see only dose should be less. We cannot go beyond the 50 mg for mouth dissolving anything, we cannot go more than 50 mg. Same for this antipsychotic drug also. It is a basic drug. Again, absorption. Again, enteric-coated immediately or sustained release, whatever it may. But again, it is a unstable hepatic and gut wall metabolism. Then we have to go for this drug, mouth dissolving film or mouth dissolving tablet. We can go for tinidazole. This is the maximum dose can be given in the various route. We can say various route of administration. You can say that. Okay, so this much only for my presentation. So these are the selection of drug. If anybody want, I can deliver anytime. How to write and publish the effective research paper, basic pharmacokinetic, nanotechnology in formulation development, nanomedicine in targeted delivery, how to write an effective research grant, and journal metrics. Journal metrics is nothing but we are telling how to select the journal for publication. You can say that. Okay, shall I continue, Tushar sir? Just 15 minutes. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Shall I close it? Just 15 minutes is okay. I break.
No, sir. You can continue.
Just 10 minutes. This and 5 minutes. I will finish it. Just only overlook I will give you. This will go another 1 hour. I will not take it. Okay. So whenever write the research paper, so you have to select the broad area. Doing the research broad area. Find out the problem. Anybody tried for that particular problem solved, then what to be done, that you have to tell, and how to do that. According to that, we can go for our research. Then you can see after finishing your project, whether think about why you want to publish your work, whether it is a publishable or not. So this is the non-publishable, outdated work, duplication, and it's a good, then you can go for the publication. So these are the how many number of publications is done by each country. Up to 2019, I have the data. So UK is the top publication. We are in the 5th position. Second is the China. Third is the UK, and fourth is the Germany. So every year they are increasing the number of publication. India is the 5th place. Now India, you can see here, 1996 we published from whole India, not only pharmacy, all the department. 21,000 is published, but 2022 236 paper published in 1 year. So the number of publication is increasing means what? Say there is a lot of new researchers are coming and they're doing the research and publication, but to publish the paper is very difficult. Yeah, there is n number of competitions are increasing. That's why very difficult to publish the paper. And each and every college used to pressurize the scientists to publish the paper, because management will pressurize the principal pressurize the staff will pressurize the student to publish the paper, because they want to improve the reputation of the college, NRF, NBA, NAC accreditation and all. They want publication. That's why they are giving pressure to the staff. At the same time, they started to make the publication and they started to communicate the journal. Journal also under pressure because they are receiving more paper every day. If you see before 10 years, every day they will receive the only every month they will receive the 100 paper. But today's situation is per hour. Half day they are receiving 100 paper. So number of submission is more every day. So pressure on the journal. That's why they kept the rejection rate. They used to reject immediately. If you not follow the format, hypothesis, contest, they used to reject the journal immediately. So the research paper having 3 idea: overall idea, execution of the work, and presentation of the work. This everyone knows what are the parts is present. Okay, title page to everything. Okay, in introduction, what you done? What others do, why did you do it? This question answer should cover in the introduction, and method how we are going to do, and how we are finding what is the meaning of the result. Whenever you start the scientific starting writer, straightforward presentation and discussion. So whenever you write the paper, you start with this. You can consider method section, and so during the experiment itself, you write the method section. Okay, suppose you're done the today dissolution, immediately you write the paper. Tomorrow you done the next week, you done the dissolution or disintegration, or you done by the DSC XRD, immediately make the first you write the method section, you make the figure ready, then you write the result, then you write the introduction, then discussion, then abstract, last you give the title. Okay, first you make the according to this flow, then while submitting according to the journal format, you can submit. That is a way of writing the paper. So how to give the title? So if you see the scope of the journal, the scope word should come in the title. Always keep it in the mind. So biomedicine journal name is there. Now you can say the integrative medicine, so alternative medicine is a new journal of chemistry is the synthesis. So scope, you see there is n number of scope. You put some scope on the title of the paper. Abstract should have the 3 points: research problem, your claim, and evidence. This also you can consider. It can go somewhat fast. Introduction is very, very important. A good introduction is the good motivation of the half of your success. Okay, so now you can see if you submit the paper 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock is to reject the paper. The reason is after seeing your title, they have rejected. After seeing your abstract, they might be rejected. Okay, suppose today you submitted, the paper is rejected day after tomorrow. It means what? They read your introduction, then they rejected. They have not seen your material method. They have not seen your resultant discussion. So this is the decision how editor used to take. So editor have the 1/3, 2/3 rules for the editor as well as the reviewer. Suppose they given 3 days to review the paper. What the reviewer will say, first day they will see the only introduction and make the decision. They will reject. If introduction is good, then extra again 2 days they will take. After then they will find out the evidence. That after 3 days only it will go under review. It goes to the outside the editor. So this is very, very important. So introduction you write, you take more time. So main introduction only very important. Remaining everyone doing the formulation, everyone doing the evaluation, everyone doing the all the animal study, everything is already available in the market. But introduction is the heart of the experiment, heart of the manuscript. These are the, I don't want to explain anything. So spend more time for the introduction. Material directly give the material result whatever you are getting. So always you write result separate and discussion should be separate. You have to write. Okay. Conclusion. Do not rewrite the abstract. It should not come back again same thing. Okay. So know your enemy. You can see that if you are submitting paper to any one of the journal. Okay. How to write the reference? If you are submitting one journal, you see in the journal editorial board member. The editorial board member, anybody working on in your research area or in your paper. So then you take his published paper, right? Associate editor. You cite his paper in your publication. That will give some more weightage. Yes, they are referring our paper. So because once you submit the paper, that paper goes to that associate editor only because he's expertise in your research area. So that type of some of the what we can say, know your enemy. Be original and don't manipulate anything. Whenever you give the figure, you have to give the two title you have to give. From after seeing the figure itself, we can identify it is a good. It should express the rejection. Why reason you know, impact factor everyone knows. So whenever you start to publish the paper, only don't go for the specific journal. Go for the broad journal. It is CPC, IJPR, Indian Journal of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, IJPR. It will be all Sutis people, chemistry people, cognition college, all will come. So like this journal, you start when you are going for the initial period. So after 5-6 years, then you go for the specific journal, ethnopharmacology, only for pharmacology, or Journal of Pharmaceutics, only International Journal of Pharmaceutics, then drug delivery, then that suits people. And chemistry people, that first initially, then only you will get the experience. If you see RSC Advanced, these are the common journal available. You can go for the publication. It will be good impact. Then you can submit and accept and gallery proof. Okay. Now plagiarism always we used to copy paste. Control C and Control V. This is the available. Everyone needs to do that. Why we are doing the plagiarism? Because we are giving pressure to the student. All PhD guide what they are doing, they will pressurize the student. I want paper next month. What student will do? Directly he will copy paste and he will go. Again, hectic for us only. So allow him to take more time to write the paper. So study pressure, again, cut and paste culture, and they don't know about awareness of the plagiarism, seriousness of the plagiarism. They don't know, lack of some academic discipline. This is the reason for plagiarism. So for classification, you can laterally copy as such you are copy pasting, little bit you are copy pasting, paraphrasing, and text recycling. These are the method. So copying the idea is always not plagiar. You can copy everything from any paper. It is not plagiarism, but it does as per the rules. What is the rules? This is original text. Plagiarized just means only we are making a synonym. The teen driver become adult, young adult. Last night, yesterday. This is the only we are putting the synonym. It will be considered as a plagiarized. Totally you have to make the paraphrase and you have to give the reference also. Here reference is not given. Okay, be simple, be honest, I agree on. So again, the plagiarism, how much is acceptable? Okay, if you scan the only introduction, discussion, conclusion, it should be less than 20%. less than 30%. But methodology is allowed up to 60%, because what will happen? Dissolution. Everyone is doing dissolution. Dissolution procedure is same. DAC, XRD, IR, NMR, MAS. This procedure is same. There will be very difficult. Without plagiarism, we cannot write the methodology. So it is allowed up to 60% plagiarize in the methodology. We cannot change the methodology. Only introduction, discussion, conclusion should be less than 20%. That you have to take care. Now, one more thing I want to, if I suppose I'm checking the plagiarism, how much is allowed? Nowadays, what is happening? The UGC also declare and university also declare. Each and every PhD student submitting the thesis, the plagiarism should be less than 10%. But it is, in my point of view, I cannot accept this 10% is the plagiarism. Plagiarism is 100% also allowed. Even 100% plagiarism allowed. How we can identify the plagiarism? Now you can see here, this is one paper, it has the plagiarism is 16%. You see the next paper, it is so the 14% plagiarism. Now from these two, everyone will come to know, so 14 is the good, sir, as compared to the 16, because it is a less plagiarized. No, you should not consider this result. So any one of the university dean people or some registrar, some people should write the letter to the UGC, it should be revised. So what should be the plagiarism? Then we can come to know that. Now you can see that. So nobody should see this particular 14 or 16. 16 is the more, then we cannot say this is a highly plagiarized manuscript. No, you see the individual result. This is the only they have to see. Individual result you see here, highest is the 2 and here highest is the 7. From where you copied how much percentage, that is the important. Where you copied for how much percentage. So the individual should be less than 3. That's all. It may be that you can copy 100%, but 100 article you have taken, 100 article you taken 1%, you made 100% plagiarism. It is allowed for publication. But I don't know how here UGC and university just somebody has to give the clarification of that. It is impossible to any PhD thesis less than 10% or 20% plagiarism. It is impossible because everyone having methodology is the same. How it will come less than 10% plagiarism? Impossible. So UGC or university should be considered. See the result of this side result. It should come to the 2%, less than 2. Then only the thesis will be acceptable for the submission. So I'm not good person. I'm not the well qualified person to tell to anybody. So somebody to get the suggestion from this, and they have to approach to the university to revise the plagiarism report. Then allow the student to submit the paper or thesis to the university. So keep it in your mind. This side report should be less than 3. Don't allow 3, only 2. Maximum 2. This report may be the 60% or 70%. Don't consider that. This much only for today percentage. Some of the software you can consider. Okay. So I don't want to write how to write the research grant. That we'll see the any later. We can see anyone lecture. I can discuss. Thank you, sir. If any doubt, and you can ask me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such amazing and informative session. I request all the participants to ask the questions, if any. Yes,
Madam,
are there
is
any questions?
in chat box.
Yes, sir, there is a one question from Mr. Akhil Nair. Sir, can you please tell what is the nature of cephaloxolin, acidic or basic, as it has both acid and basic group?
Okay, cephalosporin. Cephaloxolin.
Cephaloxolin, sir. Yeah, cephaloxolin.
So how many number of nitrogen atom, how many number of COOH, that you have to consider first. Okay, and it may show the 2 pKa value. Acidic functional group will show the 1 pKa and basic functional group also will show the pKa. So already I told you 2 nitrogen atom is equal to 1 COOH. So from that you can take the which pKa you want to take, and you can consider whether it is a stomach absorption or intestinal absorption. If I see the structure, then I can say, okay, if you put the screen, I want to see the structure, then I can decide. So it's simple. Count the number of nitrogen, count the COOH. 1 COOH is equal to 2 nitrogen. So according to that, you can decide acidic drug or basic drug. I think cephalosporin or cefixime. We have to see the structure, madam. Okay.
Okay, is there any question from the participants? Yes. Okay. I think there is no any question. So as we come to end of this insightful session, I would like to summarize the takeaway of this session. The selection of drug molecules for formulation research is a critical step in pharmaceutical development. It involves evaluating potential drug candidates based on several key factors to ensure their suitability for formulation into a stable, effective, and safe dosage form. So, in today's session, Dr. C. Bothiraja sir has discussed in detail about the different key factors that we need to consider while selecting the drug molecule. So, sir discussed in detail about the medicinal chemistry, permeability, drugs BCS classification, then solubility, lipophilicity, melting point, wettability. Then, sir also discussed about we need to check the bioavailability of molecule is solubility limited or not. Also, sir, discuss about the different solubility enhancing techniques, that is salt formation, micronization, then surfactant lipid based formulation, etc. Also, sir, discuss about the GIT pH and transit time. Then also, sir, discuss about the pH of drug, then pKa, then plasma drug concentration, volume of the distribution, protein binding, etc. Also, sir gives us the insights about the research paper writing and publication. So your expertise has given us clear understanding of the complexities which is involved in the drug selection. So thank you, sir, for this. Now I request respected Mr. Tushar Rukari, sir, to offer digital certificate to Honorable Dr. C. Bothiraja, sir,